Imagine this. You're surrounded by people all chasing the same thing: success. Some play fair, work hard, and hold on to their principles. Others lie, manipulate, and crush anyone who dares to stand in their way. But when the dust settles, who do you see at the top? Who writes the rules? Who owns the world? It's the ruthless, the unapologetic, the ones who don't hesitate. Why does the world seem to favor those without morality? History has the answer, and it's been screaming at us for centuries. Caesars, emperors, warlords, billionaires, the pattern repeats. The most ruthless rise to the top. But this isn't just luck. It's not some glitch in the system. It is the system. So, why is this the case? To understand why, we need to step into the mind of Friedrich Nietzsche and confront one of the most unsettling truths about human nature. Power is not a reward for goodness. It's a prize for those who seize it. We've been taught to believe in the comforting lie that success is for the hardworking, the talented, the moral. But history, business, and politics all tell a different story. One that is darker, more honest, and way more uncomfortable. Power doesn't reward those who deserve it. It rewards those who take it. The system isn't built to uplift the virtuous. It's built to serve those who understand how it works and exploit it without hesitation. Success is not about fairness. It's about control, strategy, and the willingness to do what others won't. Why do corrupt politicians keep thriving? It's simple. They understand the game better than the honest ones. Stick around, because we're about to break down the real ugly truth behind how power works, who really wins, and why the rules are rigged from the start. Politics is not about justice. It is about influence. A leader who tells people what they want to hear, manipulates the system to maintain authority, and silences opposition will always rise higher than one who clings to integrity at the cost of power. Morality is a weakness when the goal is domination. History proves this. The most powerful rulers were not the most ethical, but the most strategic. They made promises they never intended to keep. They built alliances only to break them when it suited their goals. They understood that power is not given, it is taken. Why do ruthless CEOs dominate industries? Because business is war, not charity. A CEO who prioritizes fairness over efficiency, loyalty over results, or ethics over expansion will be crushed by competitors who make the hard choices they refuse to. The companies that survive are the ones that cut jobs when necessary, even if it devastates thousands. The leaders who rise are those who eliminate competition, not those who make peace with it. The industries that thrive are built on calculated exploitation of labor, markets, and resources. It is an uncomfortable truth, but it is the truth nonetheless. The economy does not reward kindness, it rewards dominance. Why do history's greatest rulers have dark pasts? Because greatness and ruthlessness often walk hand in hand. Alexander the Great did not conquer the world through diplomacy alone. He burned cities to the ground. Julius Caesar did not rise through honor. He betrayed the Senate. Napoleon did not build an empire by following the rules. He rewrote them in his favor. Power is never about kindness. It is about control. The rulers who left a mark on history understood this simple fact. A leader must be feared before they are loved. Fairness is an illusion, a tool to keep the weak in line. Society tells us to play fair, to believe that good people will ultimately win. But who created these rules? The very people who benefit from them. Workers are told to stay loyal, while corporations cut them off the moment they become unprofitable. Citizens are taught to obey the law, while the elite bend it to their advantage. The masses believe in justice while those in power manipulate the legal system to protect themselves. Fairness is not a universal law. It is a narrative designed to maintain control. The real world belongs to those who understand this and act accordingly. Power is not about deserving it. It is about seizing it. Friedrich Nietzsche did not just question morality. He exposed it as a deception. In his groundbreaking work Beyond Good and Evil, he argued that morality is not an objective truth, but a tool, a carefully crafted illusion used by the weak to shame, control, and restrain the strong. What we call good and evil are not universal laws, but social constructs designed to serve the interests of different groups. Weak people, unable to seize power themselves, create moral systems that demonize strength and ambition while glorifying submission and meekness. The strong, however, recognize morality for what it is: a cage meant to limit those who could otherwise rule. At the heart of Nietzsche's philosophy is the will to power, the fundamental force that drives all life. According to Nietzsche, human beings do not seek happiness, peace, or even survival as their highest goal. Instead, they crave power, the ability to impose their will on the world, to shape reality according to their own vision. Power is not just political or physical, it is psychological, intellectual, and creative. The greatest minds in history, philosophers, artists, warriors, and rulers, were not passive seekers of truth or justice. They were conquerors of reality, bending society, culture, and even morality to their will. The will to power is not about cruelty for its own sake. It is about overcoming limitations, refusing to be bound by weak moralities, and forging one's own path. Those who embrace it shape history. Those who deny it become footnotes in it. Nietzsche saw the world divided into two moralities, master morality and slave morality. Master morality, the morality of the strong, values strength, ambition, and self-overcoming. It is the mindset of leaders, warriors, and creators. Those who do not seek approval or permission, but take what they desire. The strong define their own morality based on excellence, dominance, and the pursuit of greatness. Slave morality, the morality of the weak, values submission, obedience, and victimhood. It is the mindset of the ruled who, unable to rise above their conditions, create moral systems that glorify suffering, humility, and weakness. Instead of striving for power, they resent those who have it. Instead of seeking victory, they demonize those who achieve it. Slave morality preaches virtues like kindness, patience, and humility, not because they are truly noble, but because they keep the weak from rebelling against their position. The masses are taught to believe that strength is evil, ambition is selfish, and power is corrupt, ensuring that only a few ever dare to claim it. The reality: morality is a choice, not a law. The question Nietzsche forces us to confront is this: will you live by the morality imposed upon you, or will you create your own? If you cling to traditional morality, you will remain powerless, trapped in a system designed to keep you weak. If you reject it and forge your own path, you will become the architect of your own destiny. History does not remember the obedient. It remembers the ones who rise above the herd. Success is not random. It does not favor the most moral, the kindest, or the most deserving. It follows a set of psychological laws, patterns that reward certain mindsets and punish others. History, business, politics, across every domain, those who rise to power do not do so because they were good people. They succeed because they possess specific psychological traits that separate them from the masses. These traits are the true currency of power, and those who master them dominate the world. Ambition, the relentless desire to rise. The first and most crucial trait of winners is ambition, a hunger so deep that nothing can satisfy it except victory. Ordinary people settle. They accept their circumstances, making peace with mediocrity. The ambitious never do. They see every obstacle as a challenge, every setback as fuel. Ambition is not about dreaming. It is about obsession. It is the unshakable belief that you are meant for more, and the refusal to accept anything less. Look at history's greatest rulers, CEOs, and visionaries. None of them were content. They wanted more, and they took it. Indecision is death in the world of power. The weak hesitate, overanalyze, and second-guess themselves. The strong act decisively. Leaders make decisions with speed and confidence. They do not wait for the perfect moment. They create it. Indecisive people let opportunities slip away, paralyzed by fear of failure. The winners, they take risks while others are still debating. A decisive mindset does not mean making reckless choices. It means trusting your instincts, committing to a path, and adjusting along the way. Most people avoid risk because they fear loss, rejection, or failure. The powerful embrace risk because they understand it is the price of victory. Fear is what keeps the weak in place. They fear change, they fear standing out, they fear the unknown. The powerful see fear as a compass. If something scares them, it means it's worth pursuing. Think of the most successful figures in history: conquerors, entrepreneurs, revolutionaries. None of them played it safe. They were willing to risk everything because they knew fortune favors the bold. Strategic ruthlessness. Knowing when to play by the rules and when to break them. The world preaches fairness, but those who rise to power understand a brutal truth. The rules are only real if you believe in them. The powerful do not blindly follow rules. They analyze them, play by them when it benefits them, and break them when necessary. They understand when kindness is a weakness and when it is a weapon. Strategic ruthlessness is not about being cruel, it's about being effective. It means removing emotion from decisions, cutting off what holds you back, and doing what must be done even if it is uncomfortable. The cold truth: success favors strength, not morality. The world does not reward kindness, morality, or fairness. It rewards those who understand and apply the psychology of power. Winners are not the most ethical. They are the most ambitious, decisive, fearless, and strategic. If you want to rise, you must develop these traits because in the end, power belongs to those who take it. Power is seductive, but it is also dangerous. Those who climb to the top through ruthlessness, manipulation, and sheer dominance may believe they are untouchable, but history tells a different story. Those who fail to master power ultimately lose it. Ruthlessness can secure power, but it does not guarantee longevity. The same force that elevates a ruler, a CEO, or a conqueror eventually becomes their downfall. Julius Caesar, the target of his own success. Julius Caesar was one of the most brilliant and ambitious leaders in history. He was ruthless in battle, cunning in politics, and charismatic enough to bend the Roman Republic to his will. But his downfall? He became too powerful. The Senate saw him as a threat to the Republic. His allies became his enemies. His ambition, once an asset, made him a target. In 44 BC, he was assassinated by those who once stood by his side. His fate was not a coincidence. It was a consequence. Napoleon, the man who conquered too much. Napoleon Bonaparte reshaped Europe, turning France into a dominant empire. His military brilliance was unmatched. His strategies were revolutionary, and his ambition knew no bounds. But power blinded him. He overextended his reach, invading Russia despite the warnings. He underestimated the resilience of his enemies. His confidence turned into arrogance, and his empire collapsed. From emperor to exile, Napoleon's story is a testament to the fact that those who do not control their hunger for power are eventually consumed by it. Corporate giants, from industry titans to cautionary tales in the modern world. The rise and fall of business empires follow the same pattern. Blockbuster dominated the video rental industry until it dismissed Netflix as insignificant. Kodak invented the digital camera but refused to embrace it, fearing it would kill their film business. Once untouchable, tech giants grow too arrogant, believing they are invincible, until innovation leaves them behind. Power does not tolerate stagnation. Those who fail to adapt, evolve, and maintain control over their own hubris inevitably fall. The key lesson: master power or be destroyed by it. The ultimate truth of power is balance. Ruthlessness alone is not enough. It must be paired with self-awareness. Dominance is not enough. It must be paired with wisdom. Success is not enough. It must be sustained. The greatest mistake of the powerful is believing they are untouchable. The moment they stop mastering power, power masters them. The question is, if you rise, will you learn from history, or will you fall like the rest? The key to real power is balance. Those who blindly follow morality remain weak. Those who discard it entirely become reckless. The ones who succeed without destroying themselves understand how to navigate the real rules of power. 1. Reject naive morality. Goodness alone will not save you. Many people are raised to believe that hard work, kindness, and virtue alone will lead to success, that the world rewards good people and punishes the wicked. But history and reality prove otherwise. The world does not operate on fairness. The strong do not wait for permission. Those who blindly follow morality often become victims of those who manipulate it. This doesn't mean you should become a villain. It means you must see through the illusion, play by the rules when they serve you, but know when to break them when they don't. 2. Embrace strength. Develop the traits that matter. If you want power, you must build yourself into someone who commands it, not through deception, not through manipulation alone, but through genuine strength. Ambition. Set goals so big they scare you. Confidence. Stop seeking approval, own your path. Decisiveness. When a choice is needed, make it without hesitation. People follow those who radiate power, not those who beg for it. 3. Stay strategic. Know when to be ruthless, know when to build alliances. Many people think power is all about crushing others, but the most powerful figures in history understood that alliances, strategy, and timing matter just as much as dominance. Julius Caesar built alliances before seizing Rome. Machiavelli understood when to appear kind and when to be feared. Great leaders don't destroy everyone, they create loyal followers. The key? Never let emotions dictate your actions. If ruthlessness is required, use it. If kindness benefits you, embrace it. Your morality should be a tool, not a cage. 4. Adapt and evolve. Only those who change survive. If history has taught one lesson, it's this. Those who fail to evolve are doomed to fall. Empires collapse when they refuse to adapt to new enemies. Businesses crumble when they ignore innovation. Leaders fall when they become too comfortable. The true masters of power understand this. Rigidity is death. Evolution is survival. If you want lasting success, you must be willing to change, to grow, to shift your approach when needed. The strongest are not the most ruthless. The strongest are the ones who learn, adapt, and endure. The balance of power and morality. Power does not have to corrupt. Success does not have to destroy. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and conquerors understood that true strength is not in blind ruthlessness or blind morality, but in mastery over both. Will you be a pawn of the system? Will you be a brute who rises only to fall? Or will you take the third path, strength without corruption? The world does not operate on fairness. It does not reward morality, nor does it punish evil. It rewards strength. It rewards those who understand how power truly works. Those who are strategic, ambitious, and fearless enough to take what they want. Most people live in an illusion, believing that hard work and virtue alone will lead them to success. But history tells a different story. The people who rise to the top are not necessarily the smartest or the kindest. They are the ones who understand the game and play it better than everyone else. Power belongs to those who see reality for what it is, not for what they wish it to be. Power itself is neither good nor bad. It is a tool, a force of nature, a weapon that can build empires or destroy civilizations. In the hands of fools, it leads to chaos. In the hands of tyrants, it leads to suffering. In the hands of the wise, it shapes the world. If you want power, you must be willing to embrace the truth. Success is not given, it is taken. You must be willing to make hard decisions, to step outside of conventional morality, and to claim your place in the world. But remember, power without control leads to downfall. Those who rise without understanding its dangers are doomed to be destroyed by their own arrogance. So, the real question is, will you master power, or will it master you? If this message resonated with you, if you crave deeper insights into power, philosophy, and psychology, then subscribe to the channel. Challenge yourself, rise above, become more. Like this video, share it with those who need to hear the truth, and comment below. Is morality a weakness in today's world, or can true power exist without ruthlessness? Let's discuss.